All right, we are live. Hello, Kat.
Hi.
Hello, my lovelies. How are you?
Oh, I need to look at live comments, I guess, huh?
Yes, you do.
Oh, there we go.
It's live cat.
Hi, everybody.
Live comments.
She's stalking me for reals, huh? Uh-oh. J-Love, you're so funny. Okay, so I wanted to kind of change things up just a little bit today. And Kat said that she'd be willing to come on and say hey to everybody. So,
Hi.
So hello, Victoria. So anyway, I'm going to I want to keep it loose and simple and whatnot, but I kind of want to interview Kat. And
Hi, Nathan. Hi, Chrissy.
Denny's off playing video games, so
I'll get over here eventually.
So anyway, okay. So we are going to I want to do a kind of a recap on the week and see what everybody's been up to. Yeah. So what's been on your plate this week, Kat?
Oh, God. I should just go over the past 2 days. Which is pretty funny. It might make people laugh. So so I work as a receptionist Monday through Friday at a law firm up the street from me. And I was trying to get ideas of what to do if we could get a double wide and move out to the property. And like what do you call it? Like a receipt of sale or something like that. Like maybe if we could rent or something and how to write it up legally. And now all the sun's coming in. And so they're giving me ideas. And then the lawyer said, well, what about getting a camper? He was like, you would more than likely do better with somebody wanting to, like, maybe even you could rent it from them. And if they're not using it, or it would be a lot simpler, just give me ideas. So I went on this whole camper hunt. And so we were wanting to go look at, there was a couple that came up. One that I really wanted that was a lot bigger, was about 39 feet. And I thought that would be nice because it had the bunk beds in the back, for the kids. And then it had an actual like table just for them. And then you could come like through the hallway, and then you had your whole dining room and all of that. So, and then a bed in the front. Well, literally the day I asked them what time we could come and see it, they said, well, we have somebody else coming tomorrow. And I was like, okay, fine. So anyway, long story short, we went to go look at another one. We drove about 45 minutes, 50 minutes or so to get there. And when we got there, like, there's nobody. And there's like different cars sitting and like waiting. And I'm like, then he's like, well, maybe they're waiting to see it too. Well, then some guy pulled up and he's like, we're going to see camper. He's like, I think my brother already sold it. And I'm like, I just talked to him 2 hours ago. Wow. And he's like, let me call him. So he calls him and he's like, yeah, he sold it. Sorry. I was like, okay, we just literally been waiting, about 20 minutes or so for anybody. And then we drove 45 minutes. So I'm like, whatever. So this dude comes walking over to us, and I'm like, the whole social distancing thing. And I'm like, I have the window down like halfway. He's like, oh, are you looking for a camper? And I was like, he's like, well, I got one. And I was like, okay, well, it was only like 27 feet. I'm like, we need something bigger than that. He's like, no, it's real big. It's, it's real nice. And I was like, okay, well, what are you asking for? And he's like 12. And I was like, oh, no, we're looking for like 5 or 4, Well, in between there, Denny had already exchanged phone number with the guy. Well, we had left and we're driving home, and the dude sends a message and says, well, I'll take 1,000. And I was like, what? How do we go from 12 to 1,000? No one realized he meant 1,200.
Oh.
He meant 1,200. And we're like, okay, cool. So we set it up with him to go see it yesterday. We drive an hour out there. This was definitely an hour. And up into Ohio. And then I'm getting told before we leave, like, we're going to get pulled over by the cops. And, all this crap because the governor said that he was going to, give people tickets and all this for traveling and all this crap. I didn't see one cop in an entire hour driving. Like, saw no cops, nothing. Well, anyway, so we get there, and let's just say it must have been their party bus.
Ew.
Yeah. The floors had rotted. They had replaced the floors. So it was just wood. And you walk into it, right? And it's like you sink. Like your feet like sink down. Like you just put, just sheets of wood down over the floors.
Oh.
And then you could see where the water had come down the sides. And the sides were like peeling, like shrinking. And I'm like, and then literally like the mattress was so old it looked like it had like shrunk, like there was so much water damage, you could just tell. And I'm looking and he's like, oh, I'll just take a look, or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. And it was not that big. It was not that big at all. And it had 4 bunk beds in the back, which could maybe fit a 4-year-old, not my 5'7", 11-year-old. And his feet would have been like, he would have been so cramped that neither one of the kids would have been able to fit back there. But anyway, so we're like, okay, well, the only way we can move it is to get Denny's dad with his truck to maybe move it. So we'll give you a call or whatever. And so we're leaving. Denny's like, hell no. Hell no. Mm-mm. He's like, no, there's no way. It's too much dry rot. It looked like the party bus. And that's just a nice way of saying it. Nice way of saying it. So now, like literally, we just got home and we were just so like, God, we just wasted 2 days, all this hours of driving and everything. And it's like, okay, well, I started looking around again or contacted people even on the drive back, like, is this available, whatever. And you're looking at the 5,000 to 7,000s for ones that are about 10, almost 20 years old. Some of them are like 2005, whatever. And so I'm like, but still, we didn't have all the money on hand. He's like, what's the point of us even going? And if we like it, what's next? It's like we need to wait until we have enough on hand to even view these. So, well, so anyway, I was just like, so just ridiculous, like about the whole thing.
It doesn't hurt to look and keep looking while you're saving up. It's not a big deal. Just
right. Well, and then, we come home and there's just like everything is just going on. The animals, like our new dog, Frank, loves chasing the cat, loves getting into the garbage now, loves getting, and I'm thinking, I'm like, are we going to be able to do a camper? I'm like, because the dogs are not used to living outside.
Right.
And, and then the kids are not used to small places. Like right now, they're here with me in the dining room, but everybody's doing their own thing. One is drawing, listening to music. One is playing video games. And then, Denny's in there playing video games in the living room. So, everybody's used to doing their own things. Kind of like you just need. He's such a party pooper.
I know, right?
No, he's like,
hi, Johnny.
Jump in a minute. But he's in the middle of some kind of arc duel fight. I don't know. But a good news that came out of all of it was the whole like just trying to test it to see what could actually happen or what we could actually deal with. Well, he gets an email today finally back from FedEx saying that they're ready to set up his physical.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, that is going to make a huge difference for you guys. That is going to be amazing.
Yeah. So he's like out of his mind excited. Like he's been it's so stupid. He's like, I want to drive the big FedEx truck. But yeah, he's really excited because that's definitely going to be a huge set of income. And I'm like, okay, 30 days of pay stubs. We're driving 2 hours out to the friggin' what do you call it? The Freedom Homes, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can apply. But the big thing with them too is, yeah, if your credit's bad, more that they're trying to get you into a home. Right. So they might want 5 to 10% down. and even with setting up ready to like move in, they it's a 10,000 extra to attach all of your utilities
Mm-hmm.
and the septic, you know, all of that stuff. So we're looking at, we need to like, we have to get approved for 50,000. That's the cheapest they got. That's the whole shebang. I mean, that's everything that we need. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to try to do, and try to walk in with at least 5% down and hopefully talk them into it. So that's a little bit of the update.
Hi, Kelly. Yeah, so Chrissy's saying she's out of the loop. No more Amazon.
Oh, well, Amazon, it had gone back and forth, where he didn't want to work in Ohio because it got crazy to the point they picked up this whole part of Cincinnati that was just awful. And they went from like 80 deliveries a day to 280. And literally most of their people even just quit. And so he said, I want Kentucky. I do not want Ohio. And they said, well, you know, we'll let you know. We won't, you know, we won't cut you out of the, we won't look at it as you quit. We'll just keep you on the back burner and get you in with another Amazon. It's like an Amazon sub company, you know, subcontractors for Amazon.
Right.
And so he was waiting, but he was also waiting for FedEx too, because FedEx had literally almost hired him on the spot. He didn't even have like a real interview. It was like over the phone, like really quickly. But their whole problem was trying to get with this whole coronavirus going on, getting an urgent care to do the physicals.
Right.
So he was going to be making so much more money with FedEx. So he's waiting and waiting. Well, then he got another message from multiple subcontractors from Amazon and wanting to get him in, just because of he already had, they do like is it called FICO? You can't hear me. They call it like a FICO score or something, where it shows how well he did, you know, with his deliveries. And he actually outdid the senior delivery drivers in the company. So he had that, and that's why they all wanted him at one time.
Awesome.
So so Amazon was still there, just waiting for, you know, what they wanted to do. But now that FedEx finally has gotten this worked out with getting the physicals for, it's like 6 different people were waiting for physicals. So he goes tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
All we have to worry about is his blood pressure.
My brother, he's been trying to get his DOT physical and whatnot done, and he finally just got hired driving truck for a construction company, and he had to have his
What did I do?
his A1C was super high, so his blood sugar levels were super high, you know, consistently. So he had to work to get that down, and then so he sent me a Snapchat the other day, and he said that he had his DOT physical and he passed, and I'm like, yay!
Woo-hoo.
So that means more money for him and whatnot. So
that's awesome.
Hi, Jan.
I can't tell who's all here. Let's see. My eyes are trying to focus.
We have Jan from Our Serenity Homestead, Shelly from TNS Dogs and Dragonflies, obviously Jayla, and Chrissy. Let's see, Nathan and Johnny were here. Lisa, if I didn't say hello, hi, honey. How are you feeling, Lisa?
Chrissy, I thought I said hi. Didn't I say hi? Yes.
Lisa has been sick, very sick.
Oh, no.
She lives out in Vegas, well, around Vegas. And their state is on lockdown, so.
Well, our state's supposed to be on lockdown too. We're not supposed to be traveling at all.
Yeah. We actually have a friend out there that she's been a friend of the family for many years. Oh, yep, there's my hubby. Me.
Hi, hubby.
We have a friend out there that she can't get back. Her brother's not doing well here, and she lives in Vegas. She can't come back to see him.
Oh,
So it's really bad.
oh no. Victoria, that's
Hi,
awful.
Deb.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, Victoria, that's horrid. I'm so sorry. We have that. We're having some issues with that too. Like I was just saying that his family can't get back here to, say their goodbyes and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's up, Tony?
Isn't he like in another room?
He's actually out in the shop, if you can believe that or not. He's out in the shop. And
Now, is the shop a shed or is it a shop?
it's an old garage, and it's fallen in, but he has created a little nook back there for himself, and we try to keep it.
I understand the
We just try to keep it from falling in right now.
Oh, Victoria, it's okay, honey.
Yeah, you are absolutely entitled to that. Don't you worry about it. I'm so sorry for that, honey.
Maybe your family can do like a FaceTime or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Just, or even a phone call, you can hold it up to his ear.
Yeah.
Because I've been in the whole hospice situation with a friend of mine, and I know how awful it is.
Hi, Ellen. How are you? Oh, I miss you too, girly. How are my beautiful little redheads? Oh my gosh. Ellie girl is so cute.
Wow, that's really.
Call her little Ellie Bell. She's got this bright red curly hair.
Oh, cute.
Wires. She's so stinking cute.
You have to put so much like Cody.
So, Miss Kat has a birthday this Sunday. You thought I'd forget, didn't you?
No, I just trying not to think about it. And then also, I was like, "Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" I'm like, look at all the friggin' things that they're coming up with on Facebook about everybody that has their birthdays in like April and May.
We're
and
going
all
to get
that.
you a cupcake and we're going to put 40 on it. You
Thanks,
can eat
Sam.
it.
Thanks.
I'll
There
make
you
you a
go.
cupcake you can eat.
Good job. Good idea, Sammy. Do it. You got this.
I'm turning 21. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, if we could erase I got to dye the hair, put some tape back,
I hear you, girl.
21 back.
I'm 34 this year, so you want to hear it.
You don't look it. You don't look at.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Sean. Sean from No Dough Acres, and hi, Missy from Wiccan Chickens.
Thank you for the happy birthday. I wish I knew everybody's name. Everybody has a.
Okay, so Wild and Wonderful is Ellen and Will, and they have let's see, you have 7 kids, don't you?
God love you.
I know, they're amazing. And 2 of their kids are they adopted her nephews. So yeah.
Excellent.
So they've got a nice huge home, and full of love and
That's good.
lots of entertainment, I'm sure.
Christy, I said hi earlier.
Where did you go, Chrissy? Why did your laptop restart? Mine does that when it feels like it too. My computer will do that, or my laptop, both.
All right, so
So-
let's talk about your week, not just me.
Well, honestly, it was just it was a week. It was a week. It really was. Victoria. She says If you've seen her wrinkles and gray, you wouldn't worry about it. Hello, Miss Tina. How are you? Tina from Weber Homestead just popped in.
Hello.
So I've got Kat on here chatting from Wolveshead Forge Farm. And we're just talking that her birthday is next Sunday. She's going to be big 4-0. That's okay, though. I think I'm calling these my wisdom hair. Like, all my gray, all my white, my silver, whatever you want to call it. Like, I can't even tell.
I didn't have time. I was telling Mandy before I didn't have time to color mine.
Their wisdom.
Yeah. If you look back at my old videos on YouTube, I was so it was so ridiculous with sticking with, I'm not going to dye my hair. I'm not going to color it. No more chemicals on my head. No more this and that, you know. And then it just got to the point where I'm at Walgreens and I have my sunglasses on. Okay.
Are you talking about this?
Shh. Yeah, I'm telling a story. So I have my sunglasses on. Okay, here I'm going to demonstrate. Hold on. Let me demonstrate. Okay. I have my sunglasses on and I'm like this, right? Just think all of this is completely white, right? And she's like, oh, okay, honey, you know, here's this and here's that or whatever. She's like, well, the computer is telling me that on Tuesday, it's 55 and over day. And so you're going to get a great discount.
No way. Oh, my God.
Who was there? It did
He
happen.
reached over the counter and strangled her.
And I'm like, I'm 39. This is called genetics. And she goes, oh, honey, I'm just doing what the computer told me. Oh, that's, you know, that's great. Whatever. And like completely just.
The computer told her that you were going to be.
Told her to remind me. I'm like, how in the hell does the computer know my age?
Wow.
So, by getting offered the 55 and over discount, Kat decided to dye her friggin' hair.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Nathan said, shush, Junior Kat. Thank you, Chrissy. Yeah, we did. We definitely earned our grays. I am not.
I know.
She's been God love you. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. Every time I see her now and I go in, she doesn't recognize me. That's the thing. That's the craziest thing. When my hair was white, people they didn't recognize me. I could walk past them in a store or whatever, and they did not recognize me at all. Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of letting mine go too. And Kennedy's like, but Mom, I can still order you stuff. She goes, I do have a cosmetology license. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, you cut off 3 inches of my hair. I probably shouldn't.
Cool. Well, what's so cool too with your hair is that even when you had it straightened out and it was just straight, I mean, it looks good either way. But I really don't see the gray. I mean, it's not as shocking as white. But yeah, this is genetics. You know, you can't fight it. I mean, I started going gray at 22 and I started going white at 28. So my dad's side of the family, everybody was white haired by the time they were like 30. So even when I went to a family reunion, the great aunts that all are white haired. I mean, everybody you can tell who's family because they all have completely white hair. And they're like, you look nothing like your father. I was like, well, I mean, it's called Clairol. So I'm covering it up. Jeez. That's the thing, Victoria. It has been known to cause some cancers, and that's another reason why I didn't want to keep on dyeing it. Let's see, I haven't dyed it since February. I'm also a photographer, so I had a wedding, and I just felt like I needed to look professional and go dye it. But And then now, since we haven't had that many people coming into the law office, I've just been like, whatever. Nobody's caring right now. Everybody's coming in gloves and masks, and doesn't matter how everybody looks right now.
No, nobody cares. The only people that care is the only person that cares is you. I promise.
Right. Yeah, henna is a lot better, but henna, I think with henna, it's just harder of a mess. I used to work with henna before, and it was just harder for me to deal with.
And with henna, you can't get a range of colors with henna. So
Yeah.
oh, hi, Terry Lynn. How are you?
Nathan used henna on his beard.
Oh, Victoria, you're so sweet.
All right, let's hear about the Easter snow, Mandy.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we had this whole thing planned out. We wanted to take Xavier out, and we do an Easter egg hunt every year in our yard because we have a huge yard.
Yeah.
And so the Easter bunny goes a little bit overboard with candy and eggs and whatnot.
Right.
And it decided, well, the weather started rolling in on Saturday. I could feel the pressure change, and I've had a migraine since like Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And as the pressure would change more and more, I would feel worse and worse. So I spent all of yesterday laying on the couch watching insane pools and then we Treehouse Masters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that show is awesome. So anyway, the weather started rolling in, and by I want to say like 10:30 in the morning, we had really cold rain. It was barely at freezing, and then it just dropped. I mean, it was it.
Right.
Then we ended up with freezing rain and sleet, and then it turned over to snow on Easter. Yeah. It is, let's see, it is currently sitting at,
yeah, I'm looking at mine too. It's 44 here today.
it is at 37, it's sitting at 37 degrees with a high of 38, and it only feels like 27. It is partly sunny.
Yeah, we have it is windy and like chilly, and it's going down to 29 tonight. So that's not good. I'm gonna have to go put in some extra straw for the goats. I need to fix their door. Their little door that I made, that makeshift door that I can take down. They, I guess, were pent up, and they just wanted to beat the hell out of it, and so then they ripped it apart, ripped the latch off. So I have to go down there and re-screw that on and try to give them some more straw in there. And then I got one of those, the metal hay feeders, but what is that? One of those girls say, you're balling on a budget. The hay feeder was actually on a laundry basket. So it's one of those metal laundry baskets that, had an actual fabric like piece inside. So you take the fabric out, and then you can use the metal laundry basket for your hay feeder. Well, it's been about 6 months, and with them constantly jumping on it and trying to eat the hay from the top, they've destroyed it in pieces. Like, pieces just keep breaking off, and I have to go in and constantly pull off pieces so they don't stab themselves with it. So the other day, I guess Billie Jean got in it. And I go out there, and it's laying on the ground outside of their little house. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So I went out, and I just went back to my plastic laundry baskets for their hay feeders. So it's just one of those bendable ones, where you can actually just take the two handles and kind of hold them and, walk with the laundry basket. Yep. So what you do is you just, where it has the holes around the side, you just cut out in between 3 holes, and it's enough to get their little facing and get, hay out of it. Because, even those ones that are made out of like, what is it, nylon or something? The ones that you get that looks like a basket, but you hang them up. I don't know if you've ever seen those before. And they were like $40, $40 or $50. And then, I know we can go ahead and make one, but with this in between the whole moving thing, and they've already destroyed one that was made out of metal, that the plastic actually just holds up until they actually rip the handles off the plastic.
That's too
So,
funny.
yeah, they're so destructive when it comes to like eating. Just ripping things apart.
Well,
So.
Christy said they're sitting at 60 with strong storms and wind. Ew.
Cool.
You're probably getting the weather we had yesterday, dude.
Yeah, look at that.
Ellen is out in West Virginia, and she's 70.
Good luck, Victoria.
And yes, absolutely good luck to you, Victoria, because I don't do Walmart when I hate Walmart anyway. Like, I hate going to Walmart, but I definitely don't want to go during the apocalypse.
Well, they're only letting one family member for each family go in now.
Wow.
Yeah, Denny went. We didn't know this. I knew people were talking about it because we knew it was going to be another like craziness of people running to get food and all that. But no, he went with the kids the other day to go into Walmart, and they said, "Are you all from the same family?" And he said, "Yes." He's like, "Well, the kids have to wait outside." Yeah, so it's one.
What would they do if you had little kids?
I guess they would make you just go home because they said it's
They let little kids inside.
Oh, they let little kids?
Yeah, probably if I said I was 11, they probably would have let me in. But I don't look.
No, he doesn't look 11. He's 5'7". He don't look like 11-year-old. But so yeah. So from what I even heard, even at the dollar store, where else was I? Every store pretty much I walked in. Was it at Meijer? No, it was Dollar Tree. It was Dollar General. We went to Dollar General and I overheard them saying that it's only one per family member. And Denny's like, "Okay, I got an idea." He's like, "You go in, and then 5 minutes later, I'll go in." I was like, "Okay." So,
Yeah, Ellen, I can't.
51. Is Nathan 51?
No, it's 51 degrees there.
Oh. I was like, I thought it was like 42.
Oh, yeah. The
I fell for it.
And Sean at No Dough Acres, he lives in New Mexico. So, and they're hitting, it's currently 32 there, and they had a dusting of snow this morning. So,
Mother Nature.
And Jan lives down in Arkansas, in Arkansas. She's 59.
I didn't know that. Well,
yeah.
Days anyway.
Nathan's a baby. Actually, Chrissy's the baby.
Yeah, that's true.
She's only 34. So Chrissy's the baby here. Yeah, I absolutely despise shopping at Walmart. I don't mind shopping at Walmart, but I despise Walmart.
No.
So, and I know everybody's Sean, yes, Mother Nature is a biatch, I tell you. I agree with you. Nathan. Yes. Sean has to worry about the alien abductions because he lives down in New Mexico.
Oh my God. We always call Walmart the mothership because everybody has to return to the mothership.
Oh, they are just, I'm telling you, the vast majority of people that shop at Walmart just they're nuts. Like, it is absolutely, there's a reason why that whole website, The People of Walmart, exists.
I feel awful though. I feel awful for some of those pictures of some of those people. I'm just the type where it's just like, why? I just feel like it's so mean.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so mean, some of it. And I'm just like, there's no need for it, but then sometimes it's, yeah, I mean, being out there and seeing it for yourself is just like, okay, yeah, I'm not, yeah, I'm walking around probably with holes in my shirt or holes in my jeans, but at least I put some jeans on, you know, to leave the house.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I might be covered in friggin' like hay and straw, but at least put clothes
At
on.
least you're dressed.
I'm dressed.
Ellen. Yes. I kind of would rather go to the pub though and deal with those crazies than some of the crazies at Walmart. So.
Oh God, my friend that is originally from England, he lives in Barcelona now, and he just went off about his friends and stuff over in Manchester, England, that are just hanging out at the pub, just like waiting for this to go by. And he's like, "You asses are going to probably make me sick." Like he was just like,
"Oh yeah,
home."
I know. That is true. They do choose to go out looking that way.
Yeah, you can try it.
Yep, they do. I just don't understand. Why would you not? She's still drinking out of her Christmas mug. Oh my god.
Where? I'm waiting for Chrissy to say something about my Christmas mug.
I know. That's why I just said, "Oh my god, you're still drinking out of your Christmas mug."
I only have Christmas mugs. Didn't I tell you this? We have a problem with plates and cups and bowls in this house.
Oh, we do too.
Where they just disappear. We are now, I had 8 plates.
We have 3.
I have 3 now. And there are 4 people in the house.
We had 4 days ago.
We have, I think, 6. I think we're down to 6 bowls. Somehow we haven't been losing the bowls. And yeah, I mean, literally. And then mugs. These mugs were bought, I think, by my mother-in-law for Christmas. They brought them with them so that they could, like, they gave them to us as a gift, but it was so they could drink coffee while they were here.
It's too funny.
And I think we're down to 3 of these now.
Oh my god.
One was thrown and broke, and yeah.
Wait,
Ellen, yes, that is.
Daddy threw it out of the sink because he was trying to make food or thaw something and threw it out of the sink and it broke.
Okay. I drink out of what usually whatever cup I can find.
Yeah.
But I try to drink out of like my nurse cups or whatever. So
Holiday mugs, man. They last a little bit longer.
they do. And I don't know if it's because people don't want to drink out of them, you know, throughout the year. Yeah, Jess, J-Love, her Christmas tree is still up.
Hi, Dee.
I've seen it in Marco. I'm like, woman, it is time to take that down. Now you've got to move on to, let's see, what's May? Maybe you could put like flowers and kites and stuff over on your tree, Jeff.
Oh, that's funny. No, I did yesterday when we were driving away from the party bus. I made, Bubba was with us, Sam didn't go, but somebody had left all their Christmas lights up. So they had actually that was like arched of like reindeer, like still up over their driveway. And I was like, yes. I'm like, this is so awesome. I wonder if they actually turn them on. That would be great. Because they said people were starting to do that. So during that whole coronavirus thing, that people were putting their Christmas lights back up.
They are. There's a movement for it. So hopefully that it'll keep people, you know, spread some cheer. So there are a lot of people they're putting their lights back up, or they've just left them up. So, oh my gosh, so because it's cold outside, all of the flies and whatnot that have decided, oh hey, it's super warm, let's hatch. They're all like,
oh God,
now.
No, I'm dealing with inside. I'm dealing with just the ants right now. Now out anywhere around the chickens, I'm dealing with flies and bees.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, and the quail. Does anybody want to see a baby quail? I can go get one out of the little brown.
Cats.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful because of the dog and the cats. I can't let it go, or it's gonna be lunch.
Put the dog out, and I think the cat's in the basement.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Yeah, don't let the dog get it.
Put the dog outside.
Yeah, put the dog outside.
Come on.
It's funny, Sean, that you say that. There are a lot of people that do leave them up all year because once you put them up, you don't want to take them back down and then try to put them back up again. So I totally understand. Chrissy, you had a ton of lights up this year, so
Ernie, don't eat
I
anything.
can about imagine. Because we live on a dead end, we don't typically put lights and stuff up. It just kind of depends too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be quick because they're lively.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
Lively. So one of them passed. So now we're down to 6.
Boo. Darn it. And away we go. You may be down to 5.
Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna have to keep my hands like this.
Aw,
Baby.
so cute.
Itty bitty. So they're only a week old now. So I'm gonna put them outside when they're about 4 weeks old, and then I have another bunch in the incubator right now. But I found out something, which I'm sure Nathan's gonna laugh at me about it because he's a quail master. So the males' color are changing in the spring, and that they're darker. So I found out that what I thought was more hens with one rooster, there was actually an extra rooster in with them. So, and then what I thought was a rooster as well. He's shaking so bad. What I thought was a rooster in with my Italians. This is actually they call it a Pharaoh. It's the browns, and the Italians are more white with speckled on them. So I thought one of them was male, but they've been laying double the eggs, and I'm like, okay, this is not making sense. And I haven't been seeing any mating. So I'm like, okay, well, obviously all those eggs are not fertile because it's harder with the white ones to tell who's who. So I went ahead and I stuck one of the brown ones in with the white, which I found out you can make really cool colors with mixing the two color breeds together. But I'm learning as I go since I've only had them since November? So this is the first little batch. So there's only 6, but I'm thinking the way that they're acting, I actually have 2 roosters out of this bunch and 3 females. Denny's like, well, what do we do with all the roosters? I'm like, you eat them or you sell them.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens when we have the other ones come back in. But I'm going to put this little guy back.
Bye, Jess. I love you.
I'll be back.
Stop fighting me.
You have a wonderful day, Miss Jess. Love you, girly. Ellen, that would be really cool. I went to Baumgar's, our local farm store, and they had 3 ducklings left. And I'm like, my daughter said, no. It's like, Mom, walk away, Mom. I'm like, I want doggies. Chrissy, I don't know. I'm just kind of trying this out, wondering if this would be something that people would enjoy every week. So, or maybe every other week or once a month. I don't know. Does everybody like it? Me having a special guest, because I would love to do it.
Honey, when are you done? I guess Denny's going to be appearing last. He's got 15 minutes.
Okay. All right. So
when are you dispatching the mean rooster?
I have Lou. No,
not Lou. I still want a video with Lou. I know you said that he can't. You can't even film him because he's such a.
He's literally I'm just gonna be blunt and say it. He's a dick. he is not a nice rooster at all. He's gotten to the point now where when I get into the cage, when I get into the coop, I have to take a board with me to protect myself. Otherwise, he will spur me. And this gnat is pissing me off. So anyway, I have to take a board with me. Otherwise, he will attack me and he will spur me. And if somebody goes into the coop to do whatever, you know, I mean, we move them about every 2 or 3 days now. I'm telling you, this freaking gnat is always one gnat every damn week. God. So anyway, he will actually charge the fence as you're leaving. He will charge the gate at you. Yeah.
Wow.
So
You said he's a leghorn, right?
no, he's a sapphire gem.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's a beautiful rooster. He's absolutely gorgeous, but he's a jerk.
Yeah. Well, even our silky rooster. I mean, we've done videos with him where he's just constantly trying to jump up and attack your leg, and he scares the hell out of me. So I'm like, Bubba, pick him up. I'm not doing nothing unless you pick him up, because he just scares the hell out of you because he's just jumping at your leg.
I found them.
All right, Sean, thanks for stopping by. Love you, man. I kind of like this format too, so that's good. Awesome. It's kind of nice to have somebody to banter back and forth with and not just me rambling.
Right.
Because I think everybody gets sick of that.
No, you're not rambling. You're talking.
So, yeah, I actually need to, Ellen is saying that the mean rooster ended up in the freezer last year. Well, that's where Lou is headed. Okay. That's where he's headed. However, I can't find our hatchet. So, and Chrissy, yeah, I would love to video that, but so first of all, I can't hold the camera, protect myself, and take food and water in with me. Because I'm telling you, he's a jerk. He's a total dick. And he's mean. And so then if I tried to take my camera in, I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of the idea there, Chrissy, is that I get Kat talking more than me. Because I think everybody just...
Well, I'm one to tend to not shut up.
No, it's fine, because that's kind of... no, I don't usually have anybody here, like, around when I go to feed the roost or when I go to feed the chickens. So, what I need to do is set up the GoPro and do it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, he's just a jerk. So I haven't, it's more of a hassle to try to set up the GoPro and the phone and all that stuff. So that is true. He's talking more. Well, so actually, yeah, I was going to kind of interview her a little bit. So,
oh God in heaven.
I know, right? So I actually wrote down questions because I thought, well, it'd be kind of cool to see what's going on in your little world.
Oh,
and you kind of gave a lot of it earlier. So, well, we know you're in Kentucky. So, what gardening zone are you in?
I think it's 6B.
Oh, I would love that.
6B.
I'm in a 5, and like I'm right on the line. They're 5A, 5B. Just kind of depends on who you ask. So I'm zone 5, and I can't plant anything. And now with the weather from yesterday, the old wives' tale is that the next 6 Sundays it's going to rain. If it rains or snows on Easter, the next 6 Sundays we'll have rain.
Wow.
My Grammy and Papa.
So after Mother's Day, start planning after Mother's Day because of the freezes.
Yep. We can't. Everything goes in the ground. We can't direct sow or even plant seedlings until Mother's Day. So
Yeah.
that's usually the rule of thumb. So, okay. So, we also know now that you are both working outside of the home. However, you have found your homestead, right?
Technically, yes. Yes.
So,
Family property. So yes.
and so how much of that are you getting? Like how many acres of it, or?
Well, it's my in-laws' property, but they're giving it to us to use however we want to. It is technically 13 acres of wooded land. So 13 acres total. We can do whatever we want with it, but there's certain input they like to put in and make decisions and things like that. But so what the bigger plan for that was to move the spot we like that we put on YouTube, the video we did on YouTube is 6.5 acres back. But that costs a heck of a lot more to do. The driveway itself would cost $4,000.
Oh my God.
Because of the gravel and the renting of the loader to, flatten out the driveway and just get the land ready itself. So we're going to probably start at the front, next to the road. And then more than likely somehow move to the back. I mean, I don't know if I guess if we keep it if we're going to keep the same thing, then we'd have to hire somebody to move it to the back, or leave it for his parents and then get another one. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. That's why the whole camper idea I kind of wanted to go with, so that we could live out there, sell the house, use the money from the house for that. But now with both of us working, it's going to look really good on getting a loan for a house. And then once we're moved out there, we're still going to sell our house. And then hopefully that'll take care of any kind of debt. So the whole plan is to get rid of any kind of mortgage, any kind of loan, and just be where that's the debt free part of it. And where we're just having to worry about utilities and animal expenses and stuff like that.
Yep. That's actually a really good plan. So I think most everybody are, they're kind of striving for that. They want their own land, but it's super expensive. And so you got to pay off your debt first, and it stinks. So,
yeah.
All right. So you guys actually have two businesses.
Right.
So what are they?
Okay. So the whole forge and farm. Denny's business is Wolveshead Forge. He's also a blacksmith. He makes custom made knives, tomahawks, all different kinds of blades and things like that. He had been doing that full time for a while, and then things just kind of went up and down. And so that's why both of us picked up second jobs. And then he's going to start working for FedEx. We already mentioned that. And then I have been a photographer for 15 years. I was mainly doing like families and kids and all of that. But then I went into weddings, and weddings just takes up your whole life most of the time. So I ended up getting stuck in the whole wedding circuit of things. So I have all my weddings, due to the coronavirus, everybody has rescheduled. So from August 15th to the end of November, I have 18 weddings. Mm-hmm. So almost every single Saturday is booked up. But luckily, I have other photographers that work with me, and we're going to try to, where I'll work 3, they work 1 by themselves, just try to get it worked out where I'm not losing my mind. Because we're Monday through Friday too, so.
Right. I think that actually I'm told that the wedding gig is it can be very lucrative, but it's very time consuming. So
yeah.
But you did do some. I know you've done a couple of fantasy shoots, and you did the one with the little girl and the unicorn, and that was adorable.
I would like to stick with that. My plan eventually is once we're moved out there and we have it's set up with some pasture and all that, I want to get mini horses. My whole thing is to kind of stick with the whole mini thing. I have my
Right.
2 Nigerian dwarfs, we have the quail, we have the chickens. But I even want to get like a mini donkey, to also be a way of like protecting the herd because they're really good at that. I'm going to need, especially moving out there. It's all woods, and this coyote population is awful.
Right.
So I've even looked into getting some Great Pyrenees dogs, that are just going to be the outside to protect over those predators and things, because I would hate to move from the city and then take my 2 goats out there and they've never seen, they've seen our dogs
Right.
outside their pen and all of that, but literally I would hate to take them out there and then they get killed by coyotes. So right off the bat, I want to have a way to protect them. What else were we saying? I just totally.
So then, are you going to expand your herd?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm really ridiculous about pushing it to the limit.
Me too.
I'm beyond my limit. My yard, literally, we're in city limits. I got permission from zoning first to even get my Nigerian, dwarf goats. And then even since then, I've dealt with hell on earth with where one person gave me the okay at the zoning office, and then the zoning officer stirred some shit. So yeah, if I could even get more now, I would, but I'm not going to push it because the zoning officer became where we were like some kind of project that he needed to fix. So like right now, I'm technically probably not supposed to have the quail, but they're in my shed. And I'm getting certified with a certification from agriculture. It's called the NPIP, where you're allowed to sell and transmit over state lines and all of that. So I can sell to different people around here, or even like mail you guys some eggs and stuff like that. But yeah, I have a friend that actually has a whole big herd. She's got like 12 that is really close to where we're moving to. And so she has some bucks she definitely wants to get rid of. So I'm probably going to end up doing like, 2 bucks. And then if she has some females, some of the females, she doesn't really breed that much because it gets crazy with how many that she actually has. But she makes soap and all that. So she has to at least breed once a year. So, man, I didn't even notice that the little big chick got me. I'm bleeding.
Oh no. All right. Chrissy, she's got to head out. She's got to take care of some stuff. So, all right. Bye, boo boo. Yeah, Deb.
Napoleon complexes.
Yeah. Napoleon really was not that small. He was short for a man, but he really wasn't that darn small. I don't know. I think he was like 5'7" or something like that, which is short for most men. But, hey, not everybody can be 6'4", Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, are you? Are you wanting to go forward with keeping your photography business and trying to make that more successful, and then cutting back on the working at the law office, that kind of thing, or what's your end goal here with your businesses then?
My end goal is to actually start producing more money off of with my animals. So that's the goal is, I want to breed my goats. I want to get, other types of farm animals, donkeys and eventually cows if we can have enough pasture, things like that. And then making money off of the quail eggs and selling the quail chicks. I had orders in 1 week. I had orders like coming in constantly when I just said, pre-order your quail chicks. Well, I was expecting more than 6 to hatch. I was expecting 45. But unfortunately, due to the whole, like, I'm noticing too, is there's something going on with the heating element in this thing. So the incubator, but I want to fizzle out the photography eventually. Not altogether, just the wedding part of it. I would like to bring in enough money elsewhere than with the weddings. It gets so, like, you're in the moment of it. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I mean, I get complimented really a lot over my wedding photography. Because in the moment of it, you're just going and you're just trying to capture the moment the best you can, and you want to make them happy. You want to make the couple so happy by documenting, one of the most important days of their life.
Right.
But then what sucks the life out of you is what comes afterwards. And what I've had to deal with throughout the years is you think you did such a wonderful job of doing this for them, and then it's the constant day after day of they want their pictures, they want their product, this isn't good enough, this isn't enough, and then you could have done everything they wanted and they still give you bad reviews, and then that's what ends up killing your business. So and then also you have to have the money to advertise. Cincinnati, this area, Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, tri-state area is so saturated with photographers over the past 5 to 10 years that you're really fighting to do it. So you have to fork out about $200 a month for advertising just to get at least 20 weddings a year. So eventually I'm happy actually at my law office. I mean, even though I'd be driving a little bit, I mean, maybe 10 to 15 minutes in the morning instead of just walking up the street, but still, I don't know if this job too is going to last more than this year because one of the lawyers are retiring. So there is a chance I might not have that net, that will work out. And then I might have no choice but to stick with the photography, but we'll see what happens.
Cool. Oh, I think that you can be very successful at it, and I think that you could I think you could be really successful at the fantasy shoots too. I mean,
that's what I was going to say. I wanted to get many horses. I wanted to get, because there's a farm about an hour away that they rescue from kill pens, and they go ahead and just see what they need, kind of try to get them back and going and take care of them and just even cut their hooves and bathe them and, just make them acting like a normal horse. And then they sell them to people that can, take care of them for the rest of their lives. So, but that's what I wanted to do months ago. I wanted to go ahead and get a pony and do more of the unicorn shoots. But what was nice was being able to work with one of the farms by me, and you just pay the trainer $50, and it was like her horse or somebody else's horse, and then just decorating this horse up like a unicorn. And little girls just loved it. I mean, the parents were flipping out, grandparents were flipping out, and I would like to do it more. So I would like to get a horse. I've never been really around horses that much. I've had odd jobs with taking care of stables and and things like that, but I have friends that have always raised them, so it's like I can go ahead and get a lot more training from them. But I want to be ready for it. I don't want to bring. Denny grew up with horses, so it's not really going to be that hard at all. I mean, they had up to like 20 or more horses at a time with him growing up.
Wow.
So there's a lot of experience there. That probably wouldn't be too difficult, but ponies, horses, they're worse than goats with getting sick.
Yeah.
So you're always on alert for stuff like that. So I want to be prepared, but I really do like doing, and it's not like an 8-hour day, because you're going to have to do for like, the horse only has so much patience. So you can only do it for like an hour or so. And you have to give the horse a break.
Right. All right. So then, so we kind of know your homestead goals. So what are your channel goals then for the actual
we've been really bad about that. I think we've just been so caught up with trying to just get on track of what we're wanting to do, that we do have videos that we just need to edit and put up just by random stuff going on around here. But I guess since, the free time isn't there, like before when we were nonstop with the YouTube videos, was because I wasn't working.
Right.
I mean, the photography you can do, at your own pace, So when I get into that mix where I had that little bit of gap there from October to March, I didn't have a second job. So I was able to, do some videos or whatever. Or even before then, it was a way of helping with anxiety and, getting to know even with the goats and have fun with the goats and all that.
And that stuff's real exciting, but let's talk about me for a minute.
Hi, Denny.
So,
Take a smoke break.
It's lovely to see you finally.
thank you. Thank you. I've been hibernating.
I know.
I dig into the earth.
Yes,
I sleep among the roots.
awesome. That's the best place to be.
She told me that I had to get on here and be live.
Yes. So where do you want to? I was asking her where you guys were wanting to take your businesses and your channel and all that fun stuff. So how much blacksmithing are you doing with having to go going back to work?
I haven't actually done a lot of blacksmithing, but most of the projects that I'm still working on are past that point. So I've been kind of doing some grinding, but right now it's really hard to get supplies. I used to be able to get supplies in 2-3 days. Now it's 30 days, 40 days.
Oh my gosh.
Everything is slowed big time.
Yeah, I can imagine. So then what are you using? Like, is there a particular type of steel that you use or metal that you use for your knives?
I'm still using 1084, 1075, all 10 series high carbon, W2, the usual good stuff,
The usual good stuff.
the usual good stuff.
We gotta get you working on more knives.
Yeah, I know. It's been a weird few months.
So are you? I know it's been really weird, and I'll tell you, the last 2 months have been really odd.
Yeah, jeez.
So then, what are you excited about for, getting moved out to the property, the new homestead?
I'm excited for just trees, just
Yeah.
trees. I don't want to see houses or hear cars. I want to, I just want to be out close to where I come from.
Yeah,
Tell
I hear you.
the background. Tell her the background too of what the land is.
The land was it belonged to my grandfather, and he'd had it pretty much divided up, and each child was given a portion so that everyone would always have a home. And for years we've been talking about moving and all this, and finally it kind of became an option. Like, hey, there's this land, and since I was a kid, that's like the only place on the earth where I can go there and I can be at peace. So it's awesome. I love it down there.
Being able to be, I don't know, just to be in the earth,
Yeah.
Yep. Getting that energy from the earth and the just nature around you. It's amazing.
I can't wait. I got some ideas for a new workshop I'd like to build out there, where I was telling her I wanted to basically slightly elevate. Okay, like if the hillside's coming like this, I wanted to build my workshop like this so I could back a truck up and unload things into my workshop.
Mm-hmm.
But I have these giant storm windows that I've been saving for years. So I'm going to do storm windows all the way around my workshop, just facing the forest.
Oh,
Or
that'd
when
be
I'm working,
cool.
I want to see the forest. I don't know. I don't want to see the inside of a basement anymore.
I don't blame you. I know. It's I was watching Treehouse Masters yesterday, and they actually built a treehouse out of nothing but windows.
That's
And
pretty
I'm like, Oh, I am so there. That I want that so bad.
Yeah, that'd be neat. That'd be neat. I don't know. How's everything going up your way? Do you guys got the Ronas up there yet?
We got what?
Them Ronas?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We actually in our county, we finally have our first confirmed case in the county. But we're so rural that we're not super populated anyway, and but we've got a long-term care facility that's full of it, and yeah, it's not going to be a good outcome, I don't think.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy. I thought for sure when it was all going down, I'm like, there's no way them Ronas is going to get us out here.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Did you tell them about that whole thing? You remember when I was down sick for like almost 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had every single symptom, and I'd never been that sick before, ever. I've had pneumonia, I've had the flu, I've had bronchitis before, but I never had that. That was terrible. And then I just read something the other day where it said that they said the chances that the virus was already here before, in like February, January, December, all those months, they said it's super high, that it just didn't get really, started getting spread or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. A buddy of mine, he's a paramedic, first responder, and me and him, we play video games together and stuff, and we talk all the time. And he heard me through being sick, and I'd jump on there and talk here and there. And he's like, afterwards, he's like, man, he's like, I just spent, a few weeks studying this stuff. He's like, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you had, man. So I was like, what's that mean, man? He's like, it means you're immune now, but
yeah,
you had to go through hell to be immune.
Well, see, and that's the thing with all of this is, people really do need to research it, and they need to listen,
Yeah.
Instead of running around just spreading it everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we are all now, for the most part, I think we are Iowa is only one of, I think, 5 states that are not on quarantine, that we're not on stay-at-home shelter orders. So
we're at stay-at-home, but nobody is. It's like,
you can tell some people are because of a low amount of traffic on the road.
I saw a guy jogging the other day by himself out in the middle of nowhere with a mask on.
No, it wasn't. Well, yesterday it was an older man.
Because he was being extra safe. He was literally by himself in the middle of nowhere with a mask on, and I was sitting there watching him like, okay.
Yeah, people taking a walk with a mask on just didn't seem to really make much sense. I'm like, you need the fresh air. You don't mask off.
I had an idea to have Sam do up my makeup to make me look like really sick, like zombies. And I was just going to go to Walmart and be like,
oh my God.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Not feeling so good.
I'm pretty sure that you might not actually leave Walmart alive.
I get tased. Like, damn it, I got tased again.
That's just a Tuesday for you, right, Denny?
Yeah, get tased. Not a big deal.
Got tased.
I just think it'd be
Man
funny.
Gets tased at Walmart.
They'd be like,
that'd be insanity.
Like, sir, impersonating a corona person is not good. I'm like,
no.
I'm a zombie? Back off, man.
It's too funny. So I was asking Kat then what your guys' your channel goals were and whatnot, and you guys have been so busy focused on everything else that you don't really you haven't put out a lot of stuff either. I haven't either, so
she's like she plans out. She like in the future. I'm like a step one kind of guy. So my whole thing is step one, make some new videos.
Agreed.
No rhyme or reason.
And
to it.
Sam, we actually have one. We're waiting on Sam to edit it. She did my makeup.
Yeah.
I'm
She did
beautiful.
her makeup again? Or no, you did her makeup. That's
I
right.
did hers, and then
Yeah.
she. Speaking of which, we said, hey, if 25 likes, and we'll Sam can do my makeup, and I thought, I ain't gonna get 25 likes. Thank you so much, everyone.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
Thank you.
But yeah, that needs to get done. That needs to be edited.
Yeah,
I'll edit it soon.
she did my makeup, and I am fabulous.
I agree.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure.
I was like, it was like I was outside of my own body, looking at me.
You're going, ooh, that's a sexy biatch.
Right.
And this is the reason why I have him like on like all.
That's the reason why she
YouTube
has
videos.
me.
Yeah, that's the reason why I have him. But
For comedy
No.
relief.
because comedy relief. Because I'm always too serious.
And sometimes you're kind of like a news anchor.
And we were having this conversation with Mandy.
This just in: quails laid eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Possibly.
nervous too, though. Sometimes. It depends.
Thank you.
That's Nathan.
Wicken Chicken said, I just got off antibiotics. I had all the symptoms too.
Mm-hmm.
We're running bros.
Oh God.
Hashtag running bros. Let's make it go viral.
Oh my God, no.
Running bros.
Horrible.
I don't even know what YouTube does with the with people now with whole, like if you're talking about it or whatnot, even on your videos or your lives or whatever.
Oh
I
yeah.
would think so.
Just monetize.
Yeah.
Like,
As long as you're only I guess not dealing out medical advice. I don't see why it would it should be a problem, but
Yeah.
Well, our son just said that they're starting to demonetize.
No, they just started monetizing it.
Oh.
Oh,
So we're in the
monetizing
clear
it.
now.
Yeah, before if you even said the name, you'd be demonetized.
Okay. Now
Nebraska
they're
does not
monetizing.
have the lockdown order either, but we have a shutdown. Almost all the things can spread it. Then we have the idiots who had the 100-person gate. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, in Cincinnati, that's what they had. They had a big block party
You
downtown.
know who I have a bone to pick with? Is old people.
Oh,
Listen, old folks, okay? I understand. I already had the flu. I can't get the flu anymore. I had the flu in 1938. We know. See how good that worked out for Italy. It didn't work out great. Stay home. Call your grandkids.
well, we just last Friday.
Stay inside.
You know,
Well, I guess maybe it was this Friday. I don't remember this past Friday. Anyway, we just had a party, a kegger busted like 5-7 miles from my house.
yeah.
I'm like, all these underage kids are out there drinking. I'm like, you idiots.
Yep.
it's so hard to be mad at them.
I know.
Having a hard time being angry with them
No,
right
so
now.
we drove
I want
past.
to.
We drove past the bowling alley, and there was about 10 teenagers hanging out, and they're like walking around their cars and stuff. Like they're going wherever that they can that's closed down and hanging out in the parking lot.
If
Yeah.
you're old, stay in your house.
Well, if you're young, you need to be a lot more.
Taking care of the old people who need to stay in their house because they don't
Yeah.
make it through.
No, you can't take care of the old people. You have to stay home.
Someone has to
you
take
don't-
care of the old people.
other old people.
You're not old. She says, "Hey, you watch yourself, son."
I'm fighting for you.
You're not that old though.
If you're like 100 or
saying-
something, just don't go out. I don't want you to die. Okay, I want you to live.
Exactly. I honestly don't think that
Hi, Jen.
anybody's gonna kick Jan's butt. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jen.
Stop hating on us. Oh my God, I am the old people's champion right now, and you're turning on me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Deb.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not going to stop it. You just need to. People need to be more vigilant and just think.
Yeah.
It's just do what you're supposed to do, and everything will be, we'll all come out of this.
Yeah. Number one, I mean, honestly, guys, everything is toilet paper if you're desperate enough.
You're right.
Come on. It's not worth it.
I
just
literally
toilet paper.
I stocked up on napkins.
Do you have a bath rug in your bathroom? Put that in the washing machine?
Kat, I can't do anything but giggle at you for that.
I let everybody else have the damn toilet paper. I wasn't going to go to 5 friggin' stores to find toilet paper. So I'm like, just give me all the damn napkins. And so I just got tons of napkins. And then finally at Dollar General the other day, they had about, I don't know, 8 packs? 8 packs of the 4 packs or something. And I was like, is there a limit? And they said no. So I just bought 3. And everybody else can, stockpile the rest because I have my friggin' napkins.
Yeah, old socks. There you go. Old T-shirts, socks. You got to think around this, guys. Do you have a dog?
Yes, but we also have to make sure. Okay, so these are also the same people that if they're using the T-shirts and the socks and all of that fun stuff, great, fine, well and good. Please do not try to flush them. Number one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What you do is you hang them out the window to dry.
Don't listen to him.
Disinfectant, my God.
Throw it away.
Yeah, something.
Or
Just
stops.
Now you're talking. See, this is how we beat the Ronas, guys.
Ellen, that is too funny. I don't think I would want to use pine cones either. They're not really very soft.
No, our friends started buying bidets.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, no.
You still have to wipe your wet butt off, so
just gross.
like, what is the point in that?
So gross. I'm just like, no. No. Jeez.
I'm just saying, there's so many options out there. Paper towels, napkins, your roommate's T-shirt, your dog, your rug. We don't have to risk ourselves to go get toilet paper.
No.
Phone books.
Phone books. There you go.
Yeah. Newspaper. Hey, you know what? If you just crumple it up first and, you
you gotta work on
out a little bit, it'll be
it. Gotta
fine.
work on it. If you're into camping, you already know about socks.
Exactly.
That's why when most people who come back out of the woods are only wearing one sock. They had an emergency.
There was a reason.
There was an emergency. It was taken care of, but somewhere out in the woods is a sock you don't want to find.
Hopefully they buried it though. Ew.
Oh my God.
Somewhere in the woods, there's a
Whenever
sock
Denny
tree.
jumps in, you never know where this conversation's gonna go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Technically, though, this is kind of on YouTube for you to bring it into this.
Fun.
I'm just saying, YouTube can't contain me.
That is true. I don't think anything can contain you, Denny.
On my gravestone one day, I wanted to say, I said things. I said things.
Yes, the baby wipes do.
Baby wipes. Oh yeah, baby wipes. It's like a
Yeah, if you
rainbow.
can find them.
It's just like a rainbow. It's like wiping your butt with a rainbow.
Jen says her just shower after every poo.
Just shower after. Oh my God.
No.
That works for babies. I think that works better for babies.
Hey, all we are is big babies.
Jan. Pretty
This conversation went to the toilet pretty fast. It did. I see what you did there.
literally. Hey, you know what? It seems like my lives, they're all just a shit show anyways. Shit show.
How many people are watching? I can't see the numbers.
10.
Okay.
These 10 folks are never going to get this last couple of minutes back. Ever.
Well, we've already gone over 24 minutes.
We're gonna start dropping like flies.
Conversation went to the toilet.
Went to the
That's
toilet.
awesome.
Oh my gosh. That
Well,
is
what about you?
yes,
What's
yes.
your plan for your channel? What are you doing? What are you up to? What have you been doing? Tell me everything. Tell me.
Tell you everything. Well, I did get my video finally edited, part of it, and it's out with
Nice.
to go to when we went to Arizona.
Awesome.
I have a project that I've done, making do with what you have, and I do need to edit that and get it put out. It'll be a very short one, but it'll be something.
Yeah, throw it up.
I don't know. I've got a whole bunch of footage and stuff. I could probably just edit a bunch of shit together and it'd be okay. Yeah. But trying to grow the channel, not kill it.
Well, what's so funny is even like the 3-minute ones and stuff. I mean, people still watch, and people have a short, attention span. So I mean, even the 3-minute ones do well.
Yeah, no, they do. I think I kind of took a poll a few weeks ago. Like I was just asking, what if for you to sit down and watch a video, how long before it's off the rails, you're done, like you got to stop watching, and about 10-15 minutes. I'm like, okay, good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Jan, for the compliment. Yes, I'm telling you, the Arizona video, that thing took me forever to edit and put together. Oh, I was just
it's so gorgeous, though.
I'm telling you, the video and the pictures do not do that place justice. It is absolutely amazing. And I actually have a whole bunch of pictures and video that we took when we left Mesa, Arizona, and we're heading down to my dad's in Texas. And I didn't get a lot of when we got into Tombstone. I just got a few pictures, but we did stop at Tombstone, and that was really cool. So we actually have a plan for we want to try and get the Airstream done this year, and I think next spring or maybe next fall, we're trying to get down to with the family, just haul the Airstream down, and we're going to go camping in Arizona, go to Tucson or go to Tombstone. So nice. It's a neat place. It is so neat.
I'd like to check that out. Yeah.
And Arizona is I was really surprised because it is very diverse in ecosystems. I mean, you've got the desert, you've got mountains, you've got all kinds of, it's insane. The weather from one side of the state to the other is just, it's really cool. It's just because it's so different. It's so varying. So
that's awesome. I can check it out.
Yeah, it's cool. Well, there you go. We can pack up the fams and we can all go down to Tombstone and live out in the OK Corral for a while.
Oh yeah, I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I know, that's the best. That is the best part of the whole damn movie.
I know.
Doc Holliday. I'm telling you, Val Kilmer made that movie.
Yeah, he did. He did. It's weird too. It's just like there was two Wyatt Earp movies that happened right around the same time. There was Wyatt Earp, Kevin Costner, and then Tombstone.
Yep.
And it's like everybody just goes to Tombstone. Wyatt Earp's okay, but Tombstone, Val Kilmer.
Wyatt Earp was pretty good, but yeah, Tombstone was just so much better. It's so much more quotable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was
Oh my gosh! So Jan says she's edited and rendered 5 videos today.
Wow.
Holy cow, woman! There's no way. Missy. I think a lot of people do that too. We all we're on really short time schedules, and so we just have to watch the shorter ones and then try and get as many in as we can.
Yeah. I started thinking a lot about
my Airstream not get on.
I kind of wrestled with the whole the content, what's the context of the video is going to be and all that.
Yeah.
Lately, I've kind of had this thing where I'm just like, you know what? If you're watching my video, you're technically just hanging out with me. So if you're hanging out with me, I don't know what the context is going to be. I don't even know what I'm going to do the next moment. So
that is probably true.
I kind of decided that personally, I don't know how she feels about this, but personally, if I'm making a video to put up, I have no idea what marvelous adventures might happen. Then I don't want to know. I don't want to plan out videos anymore. I don't want to like, oh, I'm going to make a knife making video today where I'm going to show people something that's on 1,500 other videos already on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of do my own thing, and if people like it, cool, and if they don't, then that's fine too. Whatever.
That's kind of been my problem too. It's like, what kind of content do I produce?
Mm-hmm.
So, Jan says, "Was I standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona?" And I'm not quite sure if I was in the wrong. Sorry, Amos.
I need to do more Airstream cooking videos.
Yes. Cooking there.
I do need to do more Airstream cooking videos. However, I'm not cooking the actual Airstream, Nathan, you turd.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna burn it down.
No, I don't want to burn it down.
I still love it, but the lighting is really so good in that Airstream too, and I love that video too when you're like you're crying from the onions and it's all done. I love that video, but I think the Airstream is a great place to do those videos.
It is, but now I have my son and his girlfriend inhabiting it.
Right. It's like, well, get out today. I'm doing a video.
I think you should roll film and just do the video. Honestly, I really
knock on
do.
the door and just come in there and start a video.
Just literally point the camera at you and be like, "Today we're going to be cooking in the Airstream, whether they want it or not." Go on in, boom, get the reactions, get everything. Oh my god!
When all your children are living at home,
that'd be hysterical.
There's no space.
I would be.
Yeah.
That's the kind of videos that I love. Is it's like the real unexpected. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, they're more fun.
I'm out.
All over.
Hi, Denny. Love ya.
He
moves real quick, and I'm leaning on him, and I almost fell out of the chair.
Okay.
What?
I move real quick because I'm fat.
He moves real quick because he's fat.
It's like Flash. Hi. Okay, creeper.
At least he's not mooning us.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. Please don't do that.
You'll get kicked off of YouTube.
Yes, please not on YouTube. You can mark me and moon me all you want. Just don't do it.
Marco moons.
Oh my god, that was hilarious though. That was so much fun. Oh my god. Oh, Ellen had to leave. Okay, bye, Ellen. I'm sorry if I didn't keep up with you fast enough.
We haven't been talking that much with the people in the chat.
Well, it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of hard to keep up with trying to, talk back and forth and the chat.
Right.
So, anywho, yeah. So, she was saying Ellie wants to go outside. I don't blame her. Little Ellie, she's so stinking cute. Oh my god! If you have not seen her on their videos, if you haven't watched their videos, you will fall in love with that.
I feel like I just need a list. I need a list of people to watch.
Okay, now wait a minute. You said you were showing me your ass anyway, and then you proceeded to put the camera on Johnny. So no, that's why I'm like no. He was being a turd. And Johnny thought it was hilarious. I think we broke her that night.
Johnny cracks me up.
I know, she's so funny. She laughs at everything, and her giggle is just hilarious. It's infectious. I love it. Jen says, "Oh Lord, full moons." Yep.
Yes, a lot of mooning.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Marco was a quite it was quite
Entertaining.
entertaining for a while, yes. Yeah, I've kind of well, Kat knows, and I think most everybody here knows, I've kind of backed off of Marco for a lot of reasons. I need to get my own poo straight, you know. So I gotta focus some more on myself and fixing some things, and so no, I'm not on, and a lot of people that are usually here are not here, so that we're on Marco. I think that we're all mad that I left. They were all mad at me, but oh well. I got to do what's good for me, you know.
Right.
I got to do what's good for my soul, and you know, I think that we all get so overstimulated anymore that I don't know. It's almost like we don't know how to behave anymore.
Yeah. Well, so much going on in the world.
There is, and I think that in coming into the you know, our gardening seasons and all of that stuff, you know, people don't really have a lot of time for that anymore, which is why I'm kind of concerned with the whole YouTube thing, you know. Exactly, Jan. Get my poop in a group.
Nice.
But I think that I don't really watch as much YouTube in the spring and, you know, for planting and harvest. I just don't have time. So I think that has a lot to do with the decline and then, you know, in views. And I think that obviously all the crap that's going on worldwide, let alone just, you know, I mean, it's right here in our own backyard, so that doesn't help.
Right.
So anywho, all right. Well, are you about funned out?
I keep it going as long as you want to. I don't mind. Well, it's almost 5.
I don't know how long. I don't know how much longer we're going to keep people's attention
true.
here.
People are going to get bored.
We'll have to get on Skype or something later.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I will go ahead and end the live stream, and I will talk to you on Skype or Marco or something.
Okay. Well, thanks, everybody. And seeing everybody.
And thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it.
Well, yeah, I loved it.
Good. All right, so I want to make sure everybody goes and checks out. I did in my description. I shared all of your links for Facebook, Instagram, obviously your YouTube channel. So
thank you.
Everybody needs to go and check out Kat and Denny. And
we need to get we need to get the videos up because it's been like a couple weeks again since we have anything.
Yeah, I know. I got to get some more stuff up too. Yeah. I'm dragging my feet.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So bye, everybody, and thank you for being here. And much love to all of you.